Hey all, I've had quite a lot going on the channel lately, and I want to give a brief update for you to see what I've accomplished and where I'm headed with a few of my projects. And so as I go through the video, feel free to throw in your comments in the comment section. Love to hear from you. Let me know how you want this channel to progress and what kind of content you like seeing. So to start off, what I've done recently. So I did just finish painting Szeth, the Assassin in White. And this was a really fun little project for me. This was the first time I used wet blending on his white robes. Really cool technique. I'm pretty sure I'm still really bad at it, but I really like how Szeth turned out here. I was also able to edit the filming of Szeth, and I did a voiceover, so I'm going to be putting out a painting tutorial. It looks like it's going to be about 10 minutes in length. That should be coming hopefully next week. On my Discord server, I also set up this reference gallery that you can view where you can scroll through and see these are all Brother Wise's reference photos, but you can also come in here and search. So for example, I was working on Szeth. I can search for Szeth and I can see the different posts here. So once I've taken some good photos of Szeth, I'll put them in here and other people can look at it and use it as a reference as you paint your own models. I have been working on my Thrill Alethi army that I play in Warhammer games. And those of you who have been with me for a while know that I had a version 1 of this Alethi army. I'm taking a second approach here, which is more focused on aggressiveness and attacking with the Thrill. And I'm really excited about the prospects of this. I actually played a game yesterday at the game store where I was testing out some of these models and the rule set. And it was really cool to see a really aggressive Alethi army on the tabletop. Next up, what I plan to do this next week, I'm planning to set up my amateur photo booth and take pictures of all of my minis to date that I've painted and being able to put those up on the reference gallery so people have some references of what these minis can look like when they're painted up. I also will be gathering the final entries for the February painting challenge, which was trying out a new technique. So if you haven't put your entries in yet, feel free to jump over to the Discord and throw in your entries for February's painting challenge. I will also be publishing the How to Paint Szeth video tutorial. And along with that, I'm going to start gathering materials for a cool little book nook idea that I have to put Szeth into. More details on that to come. At the end of the week, I will be posting about March's painting challenge. So head over to the Discord, make sure that you're aware of what that painting challenge be for next month. And I will continue to plug away at this Alethi army. Right now I'm working on the bases, building the bases for these miniatures. And I've been kind of stuck on what I want to do. I have some cork board that I recently got, but I also got some rocks for my driveway. And I'm trying to figure out a way to really blend in and make a really nice Shattered Plains that will go along with Blackthorn's base that I made a few weeks ago. And finally, I want to quickly review some of the polls that I put out on YouTube. A lot of you had some good responses to some of the questions I had and wanted to kind of debrief on some of that. So this first one here was about a Stormlight miniature painting ideals. I got most of these from my Discord server members. And the one that really won out here is the most important mini a person can paint is the next one. This one, You Cannot Have My Paint, I find to be hilarious. I think that is a fantastic ideal. The other one is, what do you typically listen to while painting minis? And by far, it's been audiobooks or YouTube videos, which I found very interesting. I do have an idea here where I want to interview some of you in the painting community between Cosmere and miniatures and interview you so that we can listen to other members of the community as we are painting. So I have my first one scheduled for March 15th. There should be a video about that coming out near that time. I asked about, for those of you who bought the Stormlight miniatures, what was your main reason for buying them? I found it really cool that most of us are in this camp of to admire them lined up on my shelf. I have my shelf back here. This is my same background that I use for work. I get lots of comments about my shelf and I get to show off my minis all the time. So if you have pictures of those, put them over in the Discord server. I would love to see your miniatures lined up on your shelf. And whoever mentioned to proxy in my miniature war games, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about what you're doing. So if this is you, I need to know so we can chat. It would be great. And finally, when do you typically have the best painting sessions? Most of you say anytime you have a paintbrush in your hand is the best painting session. I love that. And then last of all, in the dark of the night. So for me, the dark of the night is almost the only time I can paint because I have really young kids at home. So I have my best painting sessions in the evening after the kids are down. And that's actually when I do most of my recording, right? I'm recording pretty late at night. So I hope to one day be able to paint more in the daylight, but for now, it's in the nighttime. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for joining me. I hope that was a good update for you. If you have any thoughts on where I'm headed or where you want to see different things, throw them in the comments. Would love to hear from you. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.